Okay, so towards the end of the grow, you believe in a fade or senescence at the end of the grow cycle, right? Now, do you believe in leaching or flushing when growing organically? And let me define those two real quick because there's so many definitions out there. Leaching defined as not feeding any organic inputs for the final few weeks of the plant's life, and flushing as defined as running a large amount of water through the medium in order to reduce the nutrition to starve the plant. Should growers leach or flush their soil at the end of the grow cycle?
No, I would actually switch those two. But what you're saying is right. Meaning, when most people say flush, they're like, in hydro, they switch to no nutrients.
That's so many definitions.
Right? But leaching traditionally means you're leaching out. Everything has to come out. On a farm, you leach, you don't flush. But as long as we're clear on what we're talking about, I agree with neither. And what I mean by this is that we worked really hard to build this soil up. And one of the benefits of living soil is that you see the genetic potential. And the genetic potential, what I mean by that is it's going to determine on its own when the end of its life is. And it's going to start to senesce, regardless whether there's fertility in the soil or not. Part of what may help this is some colder temperatures, slowing the biology down and the release of nutrients. Some people use cold water to do that. And that also stimulates some of the colors and some of the mimicry of colder season coming into winter and to the harvest. But getting that runoff, it's not going to change anything. I think that the thought is that you run it off so hard that your soil is now devoid of nutrient and now the plant must starve. But this is like saying someone who's 90 on their deathbed is going to eat all your Thanksgiving dinner. They don't even, it's not even a thought. The plant is dying on its own. It's going to stop taking food up, okay? I think you could probably stop watering the last week or two in a big bed of soil. It has plenty of water and it just doesn't need as much now that it's ripening. It's done growing basically at that point. And you'll notice because in hydro, if you picked a genetic and grew it, and maybe you weren't familiar with exactly when it should be harvested, at a certain point you're going to say, oh, the schedule says switch to flush. Well, guess what? It's going to senescence. It's going to start to fade because it has no choice. But when you're living soil, I like to give it that choice. And it may not start to fade on week 7 or 8. It may fade on week 10, but it does it. And it does it because it's done. And at that point, you know you've maxed out your genetic potential. You've gotten all of the different terpenes and flavors and everything that you want peaked out, and you're finished. And so I do like to see the fade. I will say I see difference in some genetics. Quadrant 2 in our YouTube series right now, I just took a video. One's dark purple and leathery looking, and the other one's faded lime yellow and green. And so they both senesced in their own ways. But flushing would maybe take that purple and tone it down just a bit, like running water through or just plain. But I don't think that's of benefit in living soil. And that returns me back to saying, like, look at what's in the plant is already in the plant. Pouring water on the media is not going to change that. What it can do is if there's nothing in the soil at all and you've prematurely taken everything out of the soil because you leached and flushed and all those things, well, now the plant is going to mobilize nutrients from its leaf, anything mobile, into the bud. It's going to use that as food. But guess what? It's still eating. it's just eating its own leaves. So I still feel like it's kind of a mute point. But I do say harvesting a dark green plant early because it wasn't finished, it's not as good as a finished product. I'm not saying that it's because it was faded, but finishing that plant properly, whether it was a light fade or whether it stayed somewhat perky green, as long as it showed you that it was finished, I get great results out of the end material. And, you know, there's other tricks too, like tomatoes. If you know it's getting really cold, you can actually just go cut the top off of it and it'll force it to finish fruiting faster so that you get tomatoes before they freeze. All plants kind of have a reaction to trying to produce and stay alive and to finish their job. And to come in there and start to just dump water or pretend like you have to flush, I don't think that there's any reason to do so.
This clip is brought to you by AC Infinity. Use discount code MrGrow at 15 to save on any of their products.